Britain's Prime Minister has arrived in Beijing to push for a free trade deal. He's on a 3-day visit to the Chinese capital.
He appeared with Premier Li Keqiang at today's official welcoming ceremony. Mr. Cameron wants the EU to open talks with Beijing on a full-scale trade deal. He's looking to reset relations with China after a diplomatic spat over his decision to meet with the Dalai Lama.
Well, that's right. He's got a diplomatic dance. There is a history to this visit. This is only the second visit by David Cameron since he's been Prime Minister. That was because Britain was in the diplomatic doghouse after David Cameron met the exiled Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama, last year in London. Britain was frozen out, interestingly, though trade between the two countries wasn't affected. He's now back in Beijing. It's a clear sign that relations are back on track between the two countries, but he will need to balance the demands between drumming up trade for Britain and human rights. Human rights groups are saying that the Prime Minister needs to raise the issue of Tibet, human rights abuses there, that he can't simply be a salesman for British businesses in China. He has to act like the statesman as well.
Britain needs Chinese money, Chinese investment in the UK, and British companies need to plug themselves into China in a way that they've not really done before. You walk around Beijing, walk around Chinese cities, you see lots of evidence of German investment here, French investment here, but not to such an extent British investment. And so that's why he's travelling with more than 100 business leaders from mainly small businesses, sausage companies, that sort of thing. Food, I think, is one big element of this. British food is popular here in China, but it could be sold to a greater extent. And I think if the politicians are talking, and you can see them talking there, then perhaps trade can be increased.